Hi everybody, Laura here. Thank you so much for joining me and happy STAMPtember 2020. It is September 1st, which means it's STAMPtember for Simon Says Stamp, and they have a fantastic new release. They also are going to have collaborations all month long, so it's a big old party. But I'm going to show you a couple of projects that I created using these brand new dies, which I designed because you know how I love geometrics. They're called Geometric Builder Circles and Geometric Builder Squares. The idea came from this project that I made way back in February. It was inspired by Johal Geometrics, an incredible artist, and I tried to recreate one of her paintings, or I was inspired. And I really struggled to get these pieces. It was very hard to get that exact. So hence the die. Now you can get it exact. And so you've got the circles and you've got the squares. You can use them together. Put the circle over the square. Use all your little scraps of solid color cardstock and just let your inner geometric loving heart soar in the wind. Okay, I'm getting carried away. All right, the Geometric Builder Circles die set. For this one, I used all solid color cardstock. And what I do is I like to use that solid circle for a backer for each one. So each one has the solid underneath it. That's why I adhere all the little pieces too. It helps me. And so there's that one done with solid color cardstock. Now for the Geometric Builder Squares, these ones I die cut with all white cardstock, and I colored the pieces with Copics. So just another variation on ways to add color. If you don't have a lot of solid color cardstock or you don't want to use it, you can color it. Now I have a bunch of squares. You only need about 1.5 inches square for these circles, so just a little smidge, a little dab will do you. And I'm going to die cut the one Geometric Builder Circle. It's kind of like a pie. It's got 8 little pie pieces, and they kind of hold together in the center. Sometimes they fall apart, sometimes they hold together. Doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to go ahead and die cut 6 solid white circles. That will be my backers. And what I'm going to do is make pretty little, what do you want to call these? Pinwheels? Pretty pies? Pretty pies. That's kind of funny. I'm going to cover each one of these white solid color circles with tape runner, and I am trimming the little pie pieces. You could tear them, but I didn't want to risk any getting like tears or strays. I don't know. Just a simple little snip kind of gives it a cleaner tip. And then I'm just going in with the red on each one. I'm only doing 6, although you could do 8, but I'm doing 6 because my card, I felt like 6 fit better. And then I do a green on the opposite end, which you don't have to go this way. I was trying out different attempts because you will see in the end, sometimes when you put all these little pie pieces, it doesn't line up as easy as you thought. But it is doable with a little zhuzhing. So now, you know me. You know me. I'm going to go in rainbow order with the pie pieces. And but you don't have to. You could customize these, all the colors that you can dream of. You want to do fall. You want to do Christmas pie. You go for it. Okay, so I'll show you here. I'm doing this last yellow one. And I put it on, and I get a little bit discouraged, not going to lie, because there was some white gaps. And I'm like, why is this not fitting? But you just kind of got to move them around. Just zhuzh it a little, and it does end up fitting. I don't know if it might be easier to shimmy them around if you use liquid glue, might move around, but the tape runner did actually allow me to move them around, manipulate them just a little bit, enough to spread them out evenly. So if you have trouble, don't lose heart, because I had trouble. You just got to perfect the art of zhuzhing, and you just move them around, slide them until you get a colorful little pie. Okay, now I'm going to die cut 6 solid cream squares. You know what? I like a cream with a rainbow with a white. A cream on a white. It's a neutral on neutral match made in heaven, especially when you got colorful little die cut pieces. So I'm going to pop up each one of these little rainbow pies onto a cream square. And that gives it like a little mat. It's almost like you have little colorful pies that are matted on cream and framed in white. Yeah, it's a minimalistic but colorful but clean and graphic and wonderful. Now I was popping up these squares, and I'm trying to space them evenly and center them, but I do notice I have extra white space on my card to the right. My whole design is not really centered. That's all right. Just snip off a little piece off the right And there you have a centered card, and no one will know the diff. For the sentiment, I trimmed out a sentiment strip. This is the Thinking of You sentiment strip set. Just sending hugs. I popped that up right in the center. No embellishments needed. Although a cute little gem would be kind of adorable in the middle of those pies. But we're moving on to card number 2. This is the Etched Laurel Leaves die set. I'm only using the smaller leaf. You know what I say? If you have a leaf, make a wreath. Yes, sirree. Okay, so I have a nested circle die. I'm going to trace with a pencil just the circle. And this is a guide. That way I don't end up with a lopsided wreath, you know, and that just chaps my khakis. So I'm going to adhere just a little dab of glue. You don't want to over adhere. You want it to lift. And I'm eyeballing this here. I'm trying to evenly space, but you'll see in the end, I didn't really evenly space, and I had to do a little bit of correction. That's okay. And I'll tell you what, I've made a lot of wreaths in my day, and sometimes I even say to myself, are you kidding me? You're going to make another wreath? And, but you know what? I don't get tired of looking at it. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I will say the other day, I hit a breaking point. I was sitting on the couch, and Charlie, my youngest son, was laying on the couch, and I said, Charlie, it's official. It's official. I've officially ran out of card ideas. I have no more left in the tank. There is nothing more that can be done. By the way, you can see here I am ripping off carefully with a palette knife one of the green leaves because I didn't get it right. That's okay. You can correct it. No one will know the difference. So Charlie said, Mom, don't put so much pressure on you that you always got to come up with something new. Take an older idea and use it with newer product. I was like, what are you, 55? Where did you get that wisdom? So you know what? I'm just going to keep on making the wreaths. I like looking at them, you know, and I think you can customize it. I'm stamping a sentiment from the new I Am With You stamp set. By the way, this is a brand new VersaFine ONYX black ink. And let me tell you, she is juicy. I didn't realize how dry my old one had gotten until I got a new one. I didn't know what I've been missing. And now for the embellishment. I saved the best for last. I'm telling you, these are the new holographic rainbow sequin mix. Forget about it. They're holographic and they're rainbow. I adhered a few here and there amidst the zhuzhed leaves on the wreath, and these 2 cards are finished. A fantastic new STAMPtember 2020 release by Simon Says Stamp. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.